Aligning a language model usually means gathering more data, human preference labels, or answers from a stronger model like GPT-4. That is expensive and slow. Self-play fine-tuning, or SPIN, asks a bolder question. Can a model get stronger using only the data it already has? It does this by playing a game against older versions of itself. In this video, why more data hurts, what SPIN is, its self-play loop, the architecture, how it compares to DPO, the results, and when to use it. Start with the pain. Supervised fine-tuning teaches a model from a fixed set of human answers, and it plateaus once it has learned them. To push further, the usual playbook is more data. Collect fresh human preference pairs or pay a stronger model to label responses. Both are costly and slow, and eventually you run out of quality human data entirely. The question SPIN asks is whether a model can keep improving without any new labels at all. So, what is SPIN? It is a self-play fine-tuning method from UCLA, published in 2024. You start from an ordinary supervised fine-tuned model. Then the model improves by playing against instances of itself. It generates its own responses to your existing prompts and learns to tell those self-generated answers apart from the real human answers. Each round it must produce responses closer to human quality to keep fooling itself. No new data is needed. Here is the self-play loop, one iteration at a time. First, the previous model, the opponent, generates a synthetic answer for each prompt in your fine-tuning set. Second, you pair each real human answer as the winner against that synthetic answer as the loser. Third, you train the model with a logistic loss to prefer the human answer over its own output. The improved model then becomes the opponent for the next round. Repeat. Under the hood, SPIN borrows the shape of a GAN. There are two roles, but both are the same model at different iterations. The opponent, or generator, is last round's frozen model producing synthetic responses. The main player, or discriminator, is the model being trained to separate real from synthetic. As the discriminator sharpens, the generator must improve too, because next round the discriminator becomes the generator. Self-competition drives both upward. How does this compare to DPO, the standard preference method? DPO needs a preference dataset, pairs of chosen and rejected answers, usually labeled by humans or a strong model. SPIN needs no preference data at all. The rejected answer is simply the model's own generation. Remarkably, SPIN at iteration 1 already surpassed DPO trained on 62,000 extra GPT-4 preference pairs on most benchmarks. Same data budget, stronger result. Now the headline numbers. Starting from Zephyr 7b, a fine-tuned Mistral, SPIN lifted the average on the Hugging Face Open LLM leaderboard from 58.1 to 63.2 across 3 iterations. On Entity Bench, the score rose from 5.94 to 6.78. Gains of over 10% showed up on GSM-8K and Truthful QA, all without a single new label. Why is this efficient? You reuse the exact fine-tuning dataset you already have, so there is zero new annotation cost and no dependence on a stronger teacher model. The synthetic answers come free from the model itself. The catch is compute. Each iteration means generating responses and running a full training pass, and the paper used 8A100 GPS. You trade data cost for a few extra rounds of training. Where does SPIN shine? When you have a solid fine-tuning dataset, but no budget for preference labeling. When you have squeezed all you can from plain fine-tuning and want another jump for free. When you cannot rely on a stronger model like GPT-4 to grade answers, perhaps for privacy or cost. And as a general recipe for turning a weak, already fine-tuned model into a stronger one using only what you have. In code it looks a lot like DPO with one twist. You load the previous iteration's model as the frozen opponent and use it to generate synthetic answers on your fine-tuning prompts. You build pairs where the human answer is chosen and the self-generated answer is rejected. Then you train with a DPO-style logistic loss against that reference. The result becomes the opponent for the next iteration. So, when should you reach for it? Reach for SPIN when you have quality fine-tuning data but no preference labels, when you have plateaued on fine-tuning, and when you can afford a few extra training rounds. Think twice when you already have rich human preference data. since DPO or GRPO may be simpler and stronger. Think twice if compute is tight or if your fine-tuning answers are low quality, because the ceiling is your human data. Quick recap. Fine-tuning plateaus and more data is expensive. Then keeps improving a model using only its existing fine-tuning set by self-play. Each round, the previous model generates synthetic answers, and the new model learns to prefer real human answers over them, GIN style. It matched or beat DPO with no extra labels, lifting Zephyr 7B several points across benchmarks. Trade data cost for compute, and turn a weak model into a strong one. That is spin. A model that trains itself by playing against its own past. Did this make self-play fine-tuning click? Follow for plain English Gen AI breakdowns.